Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.
And a beautiful morning it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little chilly on the outside, but you know what? You've got sunshine here with you, so stick around. We've got a lot to talk about today that's going to heat you up just well. So glad to have you with me right here on the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner. We talk about those things that needs to be talked about. We talk about the conversations that are difficult, but yet and still you feel comfortable when you get all of that information right here every single day. And today is not going to be any different because we know how important it is to know the facts and not just somebody talking about something because they like to talk when it comes to taking care of our health. I'm talking even about with the flu.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, so many people have talked about, oh, wow, you got this flu, it's the super flu, it's going to knock you down. But look, let's learn the facts today. And that's why we have with us today Bunny Ryland.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Sunshine.
How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful. Thank
Great.
you for having me.
But
yes,
of
ma'am.
course, you know, you and I have connected already. We've had our conversation going since the moment we walked in the door this
Yes,
morning.
ma'am.
And you know what? Now, thank you so much for what the knowledge that we're going to share today to clear people, me, you, and everybody else when it comes to when you sometimes we can add so much to something and make people fearful. Let's talk about when it comes to the flu. Just the word flu is a mouthful. And when I say a mouthful, it's frightening. When it comes to the flu, we've heard about this thing called the super flu that's got everybody right now all shaken up.
Yes, ma'am.
When it comes to that, what should we tell the people to really be mindful of when it comes to the flu?
Sure. Well, it's a virus, and you know, viruses are they sound scary, and honestly, most viruses are actually somewhat helpful in a lot of ways.
Really?
Yes, yes. So there's only a few out there that can cause upper respiratory illnesses, and flu kind of falls in that category. And then the different types of flu, and so then they start naming the different types of flu, and then different strains of flu, and then different variants of flu. And so really, to a healthy uncompromised system, the flu is actually just like any other virus that might come into our body, and then our body will take care of it and get rid of it, and you have very minimal symptoms. But for some who are immunocompromised, have other comorbidities, some other medical conditions that may complicate things, well then, yeah, of course, the flu symptoms that you develop can definitely be pretty scary.
Really?
and can even cause death, yes.
Yes.
But there's a lot of things we can do to help our own body help defend it.
Right. And you know, when we talk about the flu, just when you say the flu, and not, oh, I have a cold. Oh, I'm a little stuffy. I have a sinus problem. I have a sinus infection, but you have the flu. First of all, I neglected to do something, and I've got to go back and straighten myself out. You are with Health and Hope.
Yes, ma'am.
Right here in Pensacola. I got to say good morning to Dr. Mayfield.
Yes.
Good morning. And thank her so much because, you know, like we've got so much to talk about with her. And she's just a wealth of knowledge. And you take care of people who come in. Everybody, we've talked about Health and Hope for quite a while now, what they offer. And to have you here today to talk about the flu, what so many people are afraid of. When it comes to the flu, many people when they hear about this super flu, they think one thing, oh, that's going to kill me. Wrong answer. Let's talk about, I want to clear up a myth.
Okay.
A lot of people think, oh my, if I go jump in some cold water, I'm going to get, if I go get wet, if my hair gets wet.
That's a good one.
Do you know where I'm going,
Oh,
right?
yes. Oh,
if
yes.
my hair gets wet, I'm going to get a cold and I may have the flu. You have to be around something with the virus, right?
Very good. And the other one is if you get the vaccine, you get the flu.
Yeah,
So
I've heard
there's some
that.
myths. Oh, absolutely. You know, it's really difficult to prove causality.
Exactly.
Right? We all have a lot of things going on in our lives. We all have a lot of different symptoms going on. We all have a lot of different underlying conditions, perhaps. Perhaps you didn't sleep well. Perhaps you had, you know, a neighbor come over that had a little kid that was a little germ ball running around, and perhaps you know, touched a doorknob at the mall and then, you know, went and got your vaccine that day. Or right. I mean, there's definitely a lot of different kind of half-truths out there, right?
Exactly.
Right.
And I think we tend to grab onto the half-truth more so than the full truth. And take that and just run with it. And you know, this is something I learned many years ago in school. When somebody tell you something, when it's a half-truth especially, by the time it gets to the end, it's a whole different story.
That is so true.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that happens today, even with the fact when we're talking about the flu. And with this being the flu season, why is it that we don't get the flu in the summertime as much as we get it in the winter?
Sure.
Why?
Well,
What do you think that is?
sure. Viruses tend to, these particular viruses tend to spread more easily when the air is nice and dry. And then we're all just the fact that it's colder out, right? And so we're usually inside more. We're not usually outside as often. So we're in close proximity to each other. Like we just had a spike around New Year's, I think, when we first started talking about doing this story and how the numbers were kind of going up. And now, thankfully, they're actually trending down a little bit. Now, last year, they had a little bit of a bump right around this time. I looked at the end of January into early February, and that was probably because of the big snowstorm that came through, right? We're all inside, we're all kind of hunkered down. And so, and things dry out. So your mucous membranes in your body are designed naturally to help combat antigens, pathogens, right? And including the viruses, right? Naturally. So if the heat's cranked up in the house, you got the fire going, whatever the case may be, it is drying everything out.
Okay.
Right? Even though it may be running, right? We were talking about
this morning, right?
Running, the everything's dried out, so your mucous membranes can't do their job. So that's why the saline flush, which some people hate that thing. My sister especially.
Hate it, but I do it.
It's probably gonna make her gag just thinking about it, but. It's so important because it really helps keep those mucous membranes moist so they can do their job, right? And then that helps you with your sinuses and those things that kind of can get uncomfortable and things. If you physically remove what's going on and what your body's trying to trap in your face, then it's less likely to replicate and become severe, right?
Now, when you said that your face, that was my next question. Why is that your face hurt? I mean, oh my God.
Yeah.
This past weekend, my face I thought was going to drop off and be on the pillow.
Unfortunately, that can be a side effect of your sinuses actually doing their job. Again, that's your immune system. You can get some inflammation because your body's trying to attack what's attacking it.
Right.
And then if you don't blow all that snot out, you don't get all that out of your face, right? And if it sits there, then it becomes maybe bacterial in nature. So then the bacteria can grow and cause an infection, and that's where the bacterial infection, where it feels like you got hit by a 2x4.
Oh God, yes.
Yes.
And then one more thing I gotta say. You see, I'm asking about me now. Okay? And then when you feel like you got that hole right here, oh my God, it feels like a hole.
So that pressure buildup, right? So our sinuses are actually holes in our head, right? And so when they get filled with fluid from the inflammation, mucus, and snot, and all that lovely stuff, when it gets stuck in there, it can definitely cause pain, right?
Yes, it does.
And if it is infection to the extent of requiring antibiotics, then you may need an antibiotic. But for the most part, again, if you just get it out, rest up, sleep, right? What else did you do? Let's see, vitamins.
Yes, I do
eating
vitamins
and
every
drinking,
day.
that humidifier, right? Getting that nice warm steam. You can use decongestants sometimes.
Exactly. I like to get in the shower.
That's a natural decongestant. Absolutely.
And I mean, I get in the shower, and I mean that steam, and I'm just, I can breathe.
And it's natural.
And it's natural.
And
We've got two people. They want to talk to us already, girl.
I love it. I love it.
Good morning. Good
yes,
morning.
I'm holding for Sonshine.
You got me.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
This is Valerie, and I would like to ask you a question about shingles.
Okay.
My question is that as children we took those shots, so we wouldn't get mumps, measles, and chicken pox. But we do get them. We still got it. So I just want to know, when you take the shot, does that give you the shingles virus in your body once you took it as a child, because it says it's already in your body? So I just want to know that.
Oh, no problem. So shingles is not related to the flu, but it is something that we can vaccinate against,
Right.
which is like the herpes virus.
Right.
And so it's not the actual virus. It is similar to the flu shot in the sense that it can be a dead virus that helps the body develop that immune system. That again, it's not going to necessarily prevent you from getting the shingles or even getting the flu, but it can prevent the severity for which you get it, because your body can recognize that, hey, this is an invader, this is about to get bad, and attack it a little easier
Okay.
because of the vaccine.
Exactly. You said something right there, Valerie. She said something that was powerful, that it does not, see, the vaccine does not prevent, it helps you deal with. Right?
Yes, and the severity, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
But I want to know is that, because we took those shots as a child, I want to know that, does that already put those that virus in your body to get it later? Because if you take those shots and you still get mumps, measles, chickenpox, might help relate to not having a strong piece of it. But I'm just saying, I want to know, does the shot put that virus or the shingles later for you to get it later?
No.
No.
No, not the
Is it from those shots?
No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No.
Okay.
I'm not even a doctor, and I said,
That's what I want to know.
Thank you,
Thank
Valerie.
you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. I mean, because we got another call, but it's so, I've learned that because I had shingles.
Painful.
And I had it during COVID.
No, ma'am.
And I was at home and I did not know what was happening. Then I had to go to the emergency room to find out.
Scary.
When I walked in the door, she said, "Oh, I know what's wrong with you," because she saw it right here on my chest. But I'll tell you this: even with the vaccine, I can imagine what it would have been without it. You understand what I'm saying? Ooh, my God. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Queen. How are you?
I am doing wonderful.
Oh, well, good. I had a question, couple of questions for your guest. One of them is she familiar with a correlation between stress levels and the immunity powers of the body? Because I've read that somewhere that
Yes.
one way to keep from getting a lot of these upper respiratory illnesses is to reduce stress.
Absolutely.
That is my question.
Oh my
Wait a minute,
goodness.
hold on a minute.
The last thing I must say, she must be a Southerner because she keeps using the word snot. I have not heard.
But you know what I love about Bunny?
Loud and proud. That's right.
I have not heard snot. I don't think
Yes,
in probably
sir.
10, 15 years.
But now,
Yes, sir.
well, look, now let me tell you something though. I use that word snot.
Hey, born and
You
raised,
do?
brother.
Okay.
Born
I
and
use it.
raised.
Maybe is she from Alabama?
No, born and raised here.
Born and raised right here in Florida.
Okay, well, it's close to Alabama.
LA, that's right.
But Sonshine and I are from Alabama.
Yes.
So that's where it just put a light in my spirit this morning.
Good,
I heard her say
good.
snot.
That's it.
Okay.
love it.
All right,
I'm
love.
gonna hang up and listen for the answer.
Thank you.
All righty.
Thank you for calling
Okay.
in.
Uh-huh.
All right, Queen.
All right.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Such a good
Question.
reminder.
Uh-huh.
Stress is so inflammatory in our body in general. When we're stressed, our immune system really is beat down. It is. And so if you're not getting enough sleep, if you're not exercising, if you're putting things into your body like any kind of nicotine, excessive caffeine, if you're not drinking enough water, we were just talking about that. If you're not drinking enough water, if you're not doing some deep breathing, grounding exercises, something to help you relieve that stress, because stress is coming.
Oh yeah.
It's
me about it.
inevitable. We can't prevent that.
That's right.
But if you're not doing things, I pray, read the Bible.
Me and you
Those
both.
things help, obviously too.
That's
but
right.
You've got to find that outlet so that you're not doing things to cause your immune system to be weakened, just
of course.
naturally.
But you
right.
know what? I tell you, that was a deep question coming from Hassan. But the fact of it is, if our immune system is weak, we're susceptible to just about anything. So if it's the stress, and this is how I release my stress. I go out and I walk 4 or 5 miles.
Yep, exercise, right?
Exercise.
Right. Get
To
out
clear
in
my
the
head.
sun, yes.
Get out, even when it's cold. Look, I'm out there huffing. There's an idea that I want to share. What I tend to do sometimes, even when it's cold, if I'm in my house and I have some type of infection, cold or whatever, to clear that out of my house, open up the windows and open the doors for about 15 minutes. So therefore, I've cleaned my whole house.
Circulating it.
I'm
That's
circulating
right.
new,
That's right.
clean air. It may be cold outside, but I'm getting rid of what's on the inside. That's there, that's constantly, I'm still breathing it in. Breathing in. So I open up the windows, open the doors, and allow the fresh air in. I also change the sheets, use the Lysol, spray everything down, Lysol it down so it's clean. And as I was sharing with you this morning, these are things that we got to do on a daily basis to think about what it is that we have that we're trying not to continue to make it better. Change those pillowcases. You know what I mean? Because if you're tossing them around, you don't feel good. It's going right there. So those germs, you're just going in and out again and again and again. These are things we're talking about that's preventive. These are things that we're learning today with these, by us running from having to take, there you go. I read your lips.
A lot of it.
We have to do this. When I come back, I want to talk about the fact, even what Valerie asked when we were growing up, everybody, you had to have the vaccines. That was something, I grew up, my mother took us in a group. Bap, 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 everybody got those shots. And we're going to talk about that even more because the flu, a cold, a virus, it's all here. This is what holds it, right? We're going to talk more about that. Be a part of this conversation. The only crazy question is the one that's not asked. 850-432-7768 as we talk with my girl Bunny. And we got more answers for you right here on Sunshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
At FPL, we plan for storm season all year long. We're strengthening poles to better withstand severe weather. We're clearing lines to improve resiliency, and we're constantly training teams to act at a moment's notice. Because we're always working, always preparing. So when storms do hit, you can count on us. FPL, working for you every single day.
Pensacola, Wagwan mean? What's up in Jamaica? My name is Nash, CEO of Good Vibes Jamaican Grill. Once you see me, you already know this is where the flavor, the vibes, everything is at right here at 7999 Pensacola Boulevard. If you want oxtail, curry goat, jerk chicken, and so much more, just come right here at Good Vibes. Just come on down and just come enjoy yourself. If you haven't been, you're missing out. And if you're coming, bring your friend, tag a friend or friend.
Get a fresh cut and a fresh start at AHW Barber Academy. We focus on growth. Join us at 3822 North 9th Avenue, Pensacola, for a top-notch $6 haircut while supporting aspiring barbers. Our students learn in a real-world setting, guided by experienced professionals to become licensed barbers. Need a cut or a new career? Visit AHW Barber Academy or call 850-692-9298.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. We have a great conversation today. I mean, a great conversation with Bunny Ryland, and she's there from Health at Hope, right here in Pensacola. They offer so many things there that's for the community. Whereas, what I love about it, people who think let's say if a person don't have insurance, there are ways they can get help. Don't sit there and suffer, but come and get the help that you need. And today we're talking about something that's so concerning to the community. I think what it is the fact that words have power. And everybody has put this great big power on this thing called superflu. And everybody thinks that, oh, I have superflu, you got the flu. So, because there can be no super or no, it's just a flu. Some people get it, it may, I think because if your immune system is weaker than mine, it may do you worse than me. Am I right?
There you go.
I'm on the right road. And I'm learning, I might be a nurse one day, doctor.
Right.
I doubt that seriously. I can't give anybody a shot. I mean, how can someone tell the difference between the flu, COVID, RSV?
Oh, those are good ones. They are all very similar.
Okay.
I would say your kind of run-of-the-mill, let's say allergy. Let's say your allergies, right? Your runny nose, maybe a little tickle in your throat from the drainage, maybe a little headache from pressure, just with the pollen or whatever in the environment. Usually flu, RSV, COVID, they're going to hit you like a 2x4, and you're going to have high fever. You're going to have typically body aches all over. And you just feel really, really bad.
Okay.
And it's probably actually a lot more common than what you think too, because some of us, most of us, don't go to the emergency room.
Exactly.
If we just feel a little bad.
That's right.
And so really we're not getting tested everything. So
Right.
really it's actually probably a lot more common than what we think. It's just we're
Really?
not testing for it. Think about that,
That's
right? So then that
amazing.
makes those more severe cases even less likely because it's being reported the positives. But as far as, RSV is, I want to say, more common in the younger population, in the kiddos.
That was my next question.
Yeah, in the kiddos. COVID here recently has not been as prevalent as from what I could tell in the state of Florida kind of reports and things. It's still being reported, but just not as high of numbers.
You think we'll
so
ever get rid
that's
of that?
good. Well, I don't think we're ever going to get rid of viruses. They're too hardy.
Exactly.
They just know how to change, and that's why it's hard to know for sure what's coming for flu season. They just try to predict it in some,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, wow. And I hear a lot about that with kids. Why is it so prevalent with the children with the RSV? Why is it that it's more popular with them than the adults?
Well, their immune system is often a little less hardy because they haven't been around as many years, so they're not as exposed. They don't have as much knowledge, like we were talking about, carrying your sanitizer, not touching your eyes, not touching your mouth, not sneezing in somebody's face.
Up in my face and you say you sick.
Not hugging somebody. They just want to hug you. They just want to be all over you and all over each other.
Exactly.
And so they don't
Grab
have
my
those
elbow.
boundaries. No, they don't really, kids usually don't have that knowledge to really, remember, oh yeah, I didn't wash my hands before I ate my chips. They're a little more impulsive than us adults usually. So
when it comes to things like that, when it hits the kids, you can tell a child, because a child, you see it in their little eyes. But we as adults that get the RSV as well, is that more detrimental than the flu? Is it more complicated than COVID, or are they all on the same page?
Out of those three, from what I'm not an expert in RSV really, or even COVID or the flu, but from what I've read, it's really just been the flu. And this particular season, it's been flu A mostly. And so
flu A? So what is flu B?
a different one.
Okay.
A different strain.
Wait a minute.
A different strain.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay, now when I say this, a cold and the flu, what's the difference there? A cold is achoo.
Well, everybody, Everybody calls it different things.
Are they all in the same category?
Right.
The same thing?
So in the CDC world, Center for Disease Control, they label it influenza-like illness. So they use the flu, influenza-like illness, to label anything that's like upper respiratory, which includes the sniffles and a cough and a sore throat and so really a lot of those fall under that. So it's a big umbrella of illnesses. So whenever they have to code it that way when you go into the ER as, influenza-like illness, and then if those test positive for, COVID or flu, then it's recorded. But that's only if you agree to get tested too. And
you have to agree to that?
Well, yeah.
Well, they'll make you do that anything, right? Hey. Well. Okay, has it been more difficult this year with the flu?
So far the numbers are not as bad as last year, is what I was reading.
People are saying.
Right. And again, I think it's sometimes regional. I didn't have time to look into, all the other areas of the United States or even the world, really. I mean, if you look, the World Health Organization, CDC, they keep track of all of that. So if you're really worried and you really want to know what's going on, then you can click, the information's out there. You just click on the map and look it up yourself.
And find out to take care of you.
Right. And so, one thing though is people who are uninsured often have a really hard time understanding what's available to them, right? Because people who have insurance, they're able to go get the flu vaccine for free. So they just have to show up to Publix, or CVS, Walgreens. We partnered with Walgreens. They gave us a ton of free flu vaccines. We were able to vaccinate a lot of the uninsured people of our area, right?
Okay.
And then we're trying to get CVS, and we're trying to get a few from Direct Relief so that we can continue that, just because this last few months, I mean, we're not in the heart of flu season, but we're still in flu season. Like I said, these next few weeks may see a little bit of a bump again because of the cold weather. But if you get that vaccine before these next few weeks, there's a possibility of still preventing those complications. And again, just staying home is a complication, y'all. If you're not working, you're not making money.
That's right.
And if you end up having a secondary complication from it because, you have some of those other issues, or, you're just really beat down and your body just can't fight it off on its own, then you end up in the hospital, or you need some antibiotics. Again, those are all things that could potentially be lessened if we were able to get them that vaccine.
Exactly.
And then the other piece of that is that antiviral medicine that's out, right? So the Tamiflu, it's called Tamiflu.
Okay.
There's pills.
Okay.
I like the natural, right? But I mean, again, my job as a health care provider is to also educate people on what's available to them.
Okay.
So the Tamiflu is a pill that you can get as a prescription, and if you either strong suspicion of the flu or you're test positive for the flu and it's within that first 24, 48 hours of the symptoms, then this medication has been shown to shorten the flu by a day or two. And for some people, that's very necessary and very much needed.
Right.
So if you don't have insurance, though, the medication is about $30. Flu vaccine, if we can't get it for free from some of our local sponsors, then we can send a prescription out to a pharmacy, and it runs you about $50 to get the vaccine. So It's like, which one do we, take the chance, but again, it's just doing what you can, knowing the information that you have. Yeah.
I don't want people to get confused, because I've seen in the Walgreens, CVS, I've seen something called Tamiflu on the shelf. Would that be one that they would go buy that would help without the prescription?
I thought it was by prescription only.
But I've seen it's something called Tamiflu.
Yeah. Or is it Theraflu? Are you thinking Theraflu?
It's a Theraflu and a Tamiflu, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Tamiflu, yeah. Tamiflu's the pills.
Yes. But I think I've seen that.
Over the counter?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. And it's about, I think,
I've seen
probably 40 or $50.
Yeah, it costs a lot.
Right.
It costs, because I was like, ooh, I'm not that sick. I mean.
Right.
Because I've seen that before. But what I want to understand, I want people to understand this. I believe this strongly, Bonnie, that if there's a vaccine, take it. Don't run from it. Okay, you say you don't want to have the flu, you don't want to have COVID, you don't want RSV, you don't want a cold. Do something to help. And again, I always like to say this as well. It's not going to prevent, but just in case you do, it won't be as hard on you if you didn't have it.
Right.
And I don't know why is it that, I use this analogy, like I was sharing with you with a friend of mine. It behooves me. I won't take the vaccine, but in order for your child to go to school, you got to give them vaccines. I'm not going to take it because I don't know what's in it, but do you know what's in that vaccine that's going to your child? So make that make sense to me. Take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate to see it when I hear that you don't need it. And I think about when it was the measles, chicken pox, all of those things when we were growing up, it was a must that we had to go. I can't remember what this one was that scared me so bad. It went boom in your arm. It was like a thump. You know what I'm saying? But my mother and father made sure we had all of those things.
Right.
And I don't think anything has changed now. It's just the fact that I think sometimes we get so knowledgeable, we get too knowledgeable.
We think we're in control.
We think that's that word we talked about earlier. We're in control of this, so I'm not going to do that. I don't think God would allow anything to be created like that if it's been going this long. Hello?
Yeah, the flu vaccine, they've got it down to a pretty neat science. Again, not perfect, but they do try to predict which strains are going to be the most popular for the upcoming season. I mean, that's what these guys are doing, right?
Exactly.
And so it's like 1 in 1 million, maybe 2 in 1 million that end up having a bad reaction to the flu vaccine. And the flu vaccine's been given to 6-month-old all the way up to 90-something-year-olds, right? So it's not as new as some of the other vaccines that people may be a little more hesitant to get. And so again, it's not something that I think is needing to be mandated, but people need to also be well educated and have that and have a good I love it when this I'm not putting chemicals in my body, and I was like, really? Okay, well, when's the last time you smoked?
Hello.
Because that's chemicals too, right? So we're picking and choosing which
chemical you want to use.
And I would prefer you get the flu vaccine than use nicotine, please. Thank
exactly.
you. But
that was good.
I mean, little plug.
I mean, that's good stuff. I mean, I love that. I'm going to use that next time. But that's a fact. We're talking about a conversation I feel like we should talk about more often. And I don't want you to sit there and talk to the TV. You got a question, call and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? This is the opportunity we have that we can talk with someone who does this every day, who takes care of our bodies, who know how to give you that shot. Boop. How to write that prescription.
Well, and it comes in a mist. So you don't. If you hate needles, it even comes in a nasal spray.
What?
It's called the flu mist. Right.
You're kidding me.
I'm not.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you said something about you don't like needles, so I just. They didn't share that with you.
Oh my God! Look. Oh my God, no.
There you go. Just well educated, right? You
I'm getting educated.
You gotta learn.
Missed me.
Yes, right.
I didn't know that.
My kids, please, Mama.
Please, Mama, don't tell me. Give me the mist. So and that's it.
That's it. As long as you don't have asthma or something that would, prevent you from tolerating the ingredients.
Now, isn't that something?
Now, in vaccines, right, but again, it's not, some people have pretty wild reactions to different things, and so that's a pretty small population of people, but again, you shouldn't paint a whole wide brush that nobody should get it because of,
Let's put that needle out of business. I'm just kidding.
Or that.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having a great conversation today Bonnie, you have just educated me on so many things. Missed me. But we're about to go into our Black History special part today. And of course, Black History 2 Minutes being brought to you by AHW Barber Academy, where you can get your certificate in 8 months and be your own barber right here. You found it out on Sunshine's Corner.
The inimitable style of Billie Holiday made her one of the most original and influential musicians of the 20th century. Haunted by economic hardship, racism, and brutal sexism, Billie Holiday boldly channeled an art form that blended entertainment with activism, recording a protest that helped inspire a movement.
Billie Holiday grew up in a poor community with all of the adversity of urban life and the persistence of racial discrimination.
Even as a small child, she just liked to sing all the time. She was independent, somebody who would fight you if you pushed her too far. She began to show up in the little good time houses and offer a song in places like that. Billie never had a hit as such. She was just a steady box office attraction and record seller. But she was able to create a sound that was her own.
Strange Fruit is a critique of lynching. It was so political, it could have deleterious effects on anyone who would record it.
Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root. Black bodies swinging.
She makes the violence, desecration, so vivid that we can't stand it.
Strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees.
Strange Fruit was used for the growing era of civil rights organizing. And so she was routinely targeted, harassed, arrested for the remainder of her life as retaliation for her political engagement.
Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans?
In her work, there's the warm, loving, playful side of her, but also the complexity of feeling that includes the anger.
Holiday could capture a very particular kind of suffering, racial inequality, what it meant to be a woman.
The lady sings the blues, and the blues have a sharp edge when she sings them.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner. I wanted to say thank you to A.H. Barber Academy right here in Pensacola. And believe me, Adrian, I appreciate you for sponsoring this hour. Really. And all that information, it is absolutely priceless. Today, we're talking about other things that are priceless. Now, I want to take you to another route. In the black community, when it comes to vaccines, are we receptive or not?
Well, if you look at the Florida Department of Health, they have these statistics for this season so far. Now, they're about a week behind, you know, as these numbers come in. They post it, but the black community is actually a pretty low percentage of people getting vaccinated. The most common or most willing to go get flu vaccines are the white women that have a bachelor's degree or higher. And so that's kind of interesting facts. Yeah.
So what about the black women? Oh, we've got this so much they don't have a number on it, okay? I mean, but I just wonder because of the fact that, really?
And it may be access to care, right? We know
that
they
may have the
there's
insurance.
That health disparity. We know that that's a big disparity in the community, is that access to care if they don't have health insurance. And the minority community often doesn't have insurance, and so and they're less likely to go to a primary care visit, which is one reason too why we have such a great outreach ministry at Health and Hope too. Is we're trying to go to the communities and try to help screen them and help them get invested in their own health, so that they're willing to come and
Are these
see
numbers
what's
coming
available
from the health department? Okay, so there's a great chance that maybe possibly they're using their own personal insurances to get it. Would that be included
these are
in
people
that?
getting it right.
Oh,
these are
in overall.
general.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Get those shots,
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Really?
Right. Well, and there, again, what's the one of the reasons to do it, right? Is the numbers of people. If you have flu complications and you end up dying, it's very low chance of that happening. However, of those people that did have that, the majority of those people were unvaccinated. Right. You see what? So it's like, it's not a scare tactic. It's, again, you see the numbers and you see that it really can. And we're not sponsored by any flu.
No, we're not sponsored by anybody. Talking about
pharma,
that, okay?
anything. We don't get kickbacks for flu vaccines.
That's right. We're just saying, hey, we're talking the things that you need to talk about.
It's just being real. You just got to know what's available and what's out there.
And with it, how the world is today, be available. Get yourself taken care of. I mean, longevity, I think when you take care of, you only get one temple. And I say this so often, you get one. Take care of it. You can't get it back. You got one. Take care of it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And whatever means necessary. Don't be choosy about whatever. Okay, no, I don't do this, but I'm going to do this. That kills you too. And I'm not saying that a vaccine will kill you. It will help you. These things that we're talking about, I always stress to see the difference that's in the communities that you have access to the things that you need. That's why Health and Hope is there.
Yes, ma'am.
To be able to provide you with some of the things that you need. Not some of the things, because I'm finding out that everything is offered there at Health and Hope. I mean, everything.
We're trying. We are absolutely working our hardest. We're constantly trying to add resources. Without Baptist, Health and Hope would be, it would be so small, we would hardly be able to reach very many people at all, but we've been able to just grow and include so many more services because of our amazing partners, not just Baptist. I couldn't start naming them all because our community is just so giving. Our community is so, I love Pensacola. I love our area, the whole county. Obviously, and we're reaching into Santa Rosa and even Walton County. We're getting over there. Well, people are willing to drive to come to us because they don't have access to free clinics, right? The other part that I've really been proud of is we've been able to get donations through some of our other partnerships, and we're able to do over-the-counter medications. So I talk about this saline flush, right? The saline flush, it's over the counter, but a lot of our patients can't afford these over-the-counter things. Tylenol, ibuprofen. Think about it. If you have a choice to spend money on food or your light bill or gas to get somewhere, or Tylenol or ibuprofen or vitamins or, so that's another big area of need that people don't necessarily think about, but we're able to also do that. And I just love it, seeing the faces of patients when I say, do you need some ibuprofen? They're like, yes,
Oh, okay,
and you're
y'all
able
give
to
that too?
Yes. So we've got, right now, I think we even have some just warm socks because it's cold out. And I found these in the attic. And I said,
socks.
Let's pass them out. And we've had people coming in to get socks.
Really?
So it's
been cold.
It's been cold, yeah. And so we've been really fortunate to just continue to just bless the community through everything that we're doing. And then just with the flu season specifically, I know that's what we're talking about. We had some teas, we had some different over-the-counter, Theraflu and things that we were able to give to patients, so that cough drops, again, things you're not thinking
that you may not have the monies to buy right now.
Right.
I mean, we are in hard times. We know that things are really difficult right about now. But the fact of it is, I say this because I am a strong believer that God provides.
Mm-hmm.
He provides.
Absolutely.
And look at what you can provide, even down to a cough drop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even down to a pair of socks.
Just stepping in his obedience.
Yes.
Just doing what he's opening the doors
Exactly.
for us in so many different ways and to help
Exactly.
the community. So.
There's an analogy I like to use sometimes. If I heard this on a song, it said, if he takes care of the birds in the air, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think he'll do for you? They don't suffer for nothing. He's got them so that when it's like this, they know what to do, but he takes care of them. So what do you think he's going to do for us? Come on, people. I mean, but this is something we're talking about that I think that needs to be talked about even more. With the flu season now, how long does it usually last? 6 months?
Yeah, it's about October to March, April.
Oh, we're almost there.
We're almost there.
I don't know what this weather.
So the best time to get your vaccine actually is October. That's the best time to get your vaccine, right? So we're a little behind the ball, but again, we're still not out of it completely. So
really,
it's still time to help. And you don't want to get it too early, so sometimes people push it for September and even August.
So does it wear as then it gets weaker and weaker and it won't fight?
Efficacy, right? It's not as effective towards the end of the flu season. So you do have to be mindful of that. So.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, woman, I think, did you have your vaccine this year? Have you gotten it? Have you had the flu? Have you had a cold? And you're wondering why it took you so bad? Well, I mean, these are things that we need to ask ourselves. And especially, I think, when there are multiple people in the house.
Mm-hmm. Or if you live with somebody who's elderly, or if they're immunocompromised.
Right.
Especially, I mean, I had a patient whose son was living on a ventilator, you know, and I said, well, have you gotten your flu vaccine? They're like, oh, no. I said, okay.
Oh, they didn't want to give it to the child because they're on a ventilator?
No. The parent didn't want to get it for themselves.
Because they're on a ventilator?
No, because they didn't want the vaccine for themselves.
Oh, my goodness.
But the thinking behind that is about how you can maybe protect others too. There is a little bit of that, right? If you do have the vaccine, again, if your viral load, right, like how infected you get, if that can be tamped down with the vaccine, then you're less likely to spread it to others.
Exactly.
So that's one thing that some people kind of, you don't really get into it too much that way, but you are and can help others
be a walking
too, technically.
Time bomb, passing it on to everybody. That's just it. That's true. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having a great conversation today. I mean, Bonnie is telling it like it is. And what I love about her is her realness. What I love about her, you can see the sincerity in what she's talking about, even when it comes down to the snot. I love it. I mean, that we have to release out of our bodies. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it's going to hold that pressure there, and it's going to be even more painful. We're going to talk more, so I want to hear from you. 850-432-7768 right here on Sunshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if auto owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
My name's Kelly McLeod. I'm the owner of Bella Magazine. Bella is a source of uplifting and inspiring content for the women of Pensacola.
I think the magazine is just so thoughtfully done. There's a lot of attention to detail. The stories are really good.
You've got seriousness, you've got fun, education, fashion. It just encompasses everything.
Women are multidimensional, and so is Bella.
From the efficiency of American natural gas and the dependability of nuclear power, to the strength of Florida's sunshine and the flexibility of advanced battery storage systems, we leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state, ensuring reliable, low-cost power for your home or business whenever you need it. FPL, working for you every single day.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quint Studer, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner. We're talking today about something I believe that we're going to talk more about. I've got to keep you back on so we can talk about other things that we can keep the community aware of. We're talking about today the flu virus, that super flu that everybody's so hyped up about. Let's talk about the things that you can get across the counter.
Sure.
Let's talk about the Sudafeds. Let's talk about the all the feds.
All the wait.
We have nothing to do with
we have. So we talked. I know I killed the saline. You guys, you got neti pot, whatever you can do. I would say so. Tylenol is the same thing as acetaminophen. Some people don't recognize that, or as my husband has called it, acetaminophen.
Tylenol is the same?
It's the same thing as acetaminophen. And then you've got ibuprofen is the same thing as Motrin, Advil, right? So when you take medicine, it really is important that you read the labels, right? Because Dayquil will have maybe some acetaminophen, and then you think, okay, I'm going to take some Dayquil, and now I still have, some headache or something. It didn't quite knock it out. I'm going to go take a gram of Tylenol. Well,
And
you just
double up.
You got to double up. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So make sure you read the labels. The other thing that I've noticed is things like guaifenesin. Can you say that?
Guaifenesin.
Very good. I'm so proud of you. So guaifenesin is it's a mucus. I had to talk about snot again.
Come on,
right?
bring the snot
Come
up.
on. All right. So the snot breaks it up. So it helps guaifenesin. It helps your body get rid of it. Expectorant, right? So that's when you cough things out, blow it out, whatever you got to do to get it out, right? So that's the expectorant. So when you take anything that has guaifenesin in it, you want to make sure you're drinking a ton of water.
Mucinex.
Right. Now, but what Mucinex has done is it is a name brand, not the actual medicine. So if you look at a bottle and it says Mucinex, that does not necessarily mean it has guaifenesin in it.
Really? Booyah.
I know. I tell people that all the time. It's kind of a little nerdy med thing that you notice. But you've got to be really diligent about reading the labels. Yes. So things like pseudoephedrine is a decongestant, right? Sudafed is the name brand, but just because it's called Sudafed doesn't mean it's got pseudoephedrine or a decongestant in it anymore, because everything's about the name brand now, right? I mean,
so pseudoephedrine. Listen to Dr. Sunshine. Okay.
Very good. Yes.
Pseudoephedrine may not be in Sudafed.
Maybe not.
So therefore, we got to read the labels to see if we have it in there. Just because my good friend who thinks Mucinex, I can show you a text. He sent me and said, go get some Mucinex.
There's 500 kinds of Mucinex.
There's okay.
Yeah. Same thing with Dayquil, NyQuil, everything. You just got to be mindful of that. Now, sometimes if you just have a little sniffle, and it may just be allergies, so you don't need Tamiflu. Don't go run out and get Tamiflu. Maybe all you need is an antihistamine, right? So antihistamine is going to be something like Zyrtec or Cetrizine, which is the generic. Okay.
Cetrizine.
Or loratadine is Claritin, right? So that's an antihistamine non-drowsy. Benadryl, diphenhydramine, same thing. Benadryl and diphenhydramine.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. So look at the label.
Unbelievable.
Just got to look at the labels. So that way, if it's just a little sniffle, if it's just a little allergy, taking an antihistamine may help kind of dry things up, and then you're good, right? But allergies don't cause fever.
Right.
So then that's kind of where you're like, okay, well, maybe I am. And if you got fever, you really should stay home at least 24 hours from the onset of the fever. Well, I don't have a thermometer. That's my other favorite.
I don't have a
thermometer. If you're so cold, but yet you're sweating and you've got the chills, and it's not just a hot flash. I know y'all talked about that a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we did.
But then it's a fever. It's a subjective fever. That means like I felt feverish, right? Which means you should
stay at home.
Quarantine for at least 24 hours from that visit, right? We run off volunteers at the clinic, and I got volunteers, they're like, I don't feel so good. I said, stay home.
Exactly.
You don't want to bring it in there. We're good.
I feel good, then I didn't have a fever.
Right. So maybe you just a nice little flare up of those lovely allergies.
That's what I mean.
And then you just get your antihistamine. So then the decongestant piece, some people can't tolerate the pill, that Sudafed pill. It can make you drowsy, kind of dizzy, kind of feeling. A lot of people don't like it. But you can even use Afrin for a couple days for a decongestant, and that actually may help. It's just you can't use it too much or you'll get addicted to it.
Exactly.
Then you get that rebound congestion.
People, we gotta learn to read.
It's a lot of that too.
Learn to read. We gotta, even if we cannot pronounce some of those words, acetaminophen. We got to learn to. We'll notice what's in there. The same thing, those same words. Wow, we gotta go. Can you believe our time is up?
I can't believe it.
I can't believe we've had so much fun. And I mean, Bonnie, I can't believe this. We got to make sure we get you back so we can continue this conversation going about the things that we need to know, because Health and Hope, they're doing a great thing. I want to say thank you for coming in.
Thank you so very much.
We're gonna have you back.
I appreciate you.
All right,
yes,
love. You too. You too.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get out of here. I want to leave you as I do every day. Never lose your focus. Always remember, keep God first. I guarantee you'll be a total success. Until 9 o'clock in the morning, know that I love you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone. Have a great day.
Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.